Opulence, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm doing my 2 looks and review with the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette. I treated myself to this a few weeks ago and I've been having so much fun with it. This is what the inside looks like in case you haven't seen it. I have already uploaded a first impressions video where I also did swatches, and I do plan on doing an Instagram video at some point, so there will be an extra look for you coming soon. I love the different tones in here. As I've mentioned before, I was so sad that I missed out on the Book of Magic last year, so when this one released, I was like, that's basically the grungy older sister to the Book of Magic palette. I will happily take that, thank you very much. So I did, and I've been having fun. I love all the different shimmers in here. The mattes get so deep and jewel toned. I like that there's the combination of the deep blues, the teals, the purples, the pinkier purples. I think this is a very fun color story, and I'm very happy I treated myself so far. So yeah, in this video, I'm gonna be doing 2 different looks, 2 vastly different looks. I feel like the vibes of both looks are so different, and I will also be giving my final thoughts at the end of the video. I do give my accessory details with each look, so if you're curious about anything I'm wearing as far as my jewelry goes, just stay tuned because I will be chatting about that later. And yeah, I think I've said it all. Let's just move forward and do the 2 looks. Hello and good morning. We're gonna do look number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and prime with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. This first look is gonna be very simple. I just wanna do a very sparkly lid and then a blown out teal lower lash line. And I actually wanna start with that lower lash line first, so I'm actually gonna start with Curfew right here. With that, I'm gonna take this flat definer brush from Lmao, and I'm just going to press this really, really close to the outer half of my lower lash line, just to give a little bit of color and definition and depth right out here. Next, I want to take Rich right here. And with that, I'm just going to take this little pencil brush from Colourpop. It's an E5. And with that, I'm just going to focus on smoking right along the edge of that dark blue that I laid down, just to start buffing and blowing out that line that I created. And it's still gonna look a little harsh at first, and that's okay. We're gonna go in with another shade here in a second. So last, I'm gonna take this shade right here. I'm just gonna take that on kind of a smaller blending brush. It's not teeny tiny, but just a smaller fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go to town on this outer corner. I hope you're doing well. Today's actually the 29th. I'm getting this pre-filmed and ready to go for next week. Can't believe October's over, basically. It'll be over by the time this video goes up. That is crazy. Oh, and I love these blues and teals. It's so pretty. Putting extra emphasis in the outer half of my lower lash line just to give a really blown out, exaggerated look over here. And I'm okay if this kind of sweeps into the outer corner of my upper area a little bit. I just didn't want that to be the main focus. I'm just kind of using whatever the leftovers on my brush are to kind of accentuate that. So now that I have my lower lash line where I want it, I do want to take Revival, the shimmer down here, and I'm just wiping off the pencil brush I used before, and I'm going to dip into that just a little bit because I do want to press some of the shimmer against the front part of my lower lash line, just to give a little extra spiciness and sparkle, you know? Then I'm just gonna make sure that is blended and soft like everything else. So now for the lid, I'm gonna take the shade Champagne right here. And I don't want this to be too overkill. I'm just taking a big fluffy tapered brush. This is an Oden's Eye FR3. I'm not even using glitter primer because I'm not trying to make a specific shape or anything with this. I just want to pat some of this shimmer across my lid and just make it blended upwards so that it just gives my lid a very just wet shimmery effect. So now I'm gonna drift away from the palette for just a second, and you totally don't have to do this. You could highlight your inner corner with something from the palette, but I wanna use my face highlight. This is Sugar Sweet Candy Coated Highlight from Bitter Lace Beauty. And with that, I'm gonna highlight my inner corner, and I'm gonna do some more sparkle brow because I've been loving that trend lately. And this little just soft pale turquoise shimmery highlight is gonna be perfect. That is such a good inner corner. So now I'm just gonna take my fluffy Oden's Eye brush that I used before, and I'm just gonna press that into my brow a little bit to give that cute sparkly effect. I know this like sparkly brow, disco brow trend isn't gonna be for everyone, but I think it's kind of fun. And especially with a look like this, I just think it looks very cute and ethereal and fun. I love it. I think it's fun. So yeah, I'm gonna finish discoing this brow, and then I'm going to throw on an eye pencil, lashes, something on my lips, and I will be back when I'm complete. All right, here's the first look complete. Super simple, but super bold, and I love it. I just love a heavily blown out lower lash line. This is such an easy look to throw together if you want something that's very edgy, but also just something fast. The eye pencil I ended up throwing in is Catsuit from Colourpop. My lashes are Luna from Lunar Beauty. And on my lips, I went with the Agave Lip Clay from Kaleidos. Oh, I forgot to give my accessory details. I'm the worst at remembering in these videos. My plugs are from Hear No Evil Jewelry, and my necklace, even though you can't see it, is from Shop Sun & Co. I have codes with both brands. You can use my code battybean to save 10%. Hear No Evil is not affiliated. Shop Sun & Co. is affiliated. And I don't know where this hat's from because I've had it a very long time. It's probably Target or Amazon or something like that. So yeah, let's move on to look number 2. Hi, hello, how's it going? Let me give you my accessory details before I forget, since I always do. These plugs are from Love Kills Boutique. This choker is from Shop Sun & Co. You can use my affiliate code battybean to save 10%, and this is a Neff brand beanie. So yeah, let's just hop into it. I'm just gonna prime my eyes again with the Hydro Grip Primer like usual. I hope you're doing well. Today's actually Halloween Eve. It is the 30th. I mean, I guess it's not evening, but it's the day before. I'm getting ready for work. It's so chilly this morning and I just want to stay in bed all day long. It's one of those days. But I'm also really excited to do this look because I had the idea pop in my head last night and I want to do it. I basically just want something super dark and smoky on the lid and then blending up into purples in the crease. I think that'll be very cute. I'm going to start with Noir right here. I'm just going to take this very old Morphe E17 brush. I've had this for 5,000 years. I don't really shop for Morphe anymore, but I still have some brushes kicking around. Actually, I didn't even want this brush. I had this brush saved for something else. Let me wipe it off and try again. Okay, this is a Miss Shady Lady brush. This is kind of a tapered blending brush. It's one of those mornings, clearly. I basically wanted to pack this all over the lid and then start blending it through the crease. That's what I wanted to do. So, take 2. Let's go for it. I'm not trying to be too precise right now necessarily. I'm just trying to get my lid pretty covered and then just start scooting it a little through the very lower part of my crease. I'm also just gonna take a teensy bit and smudge it right up against my lower lash line as well. Okay, now I'm gonna take Speakeasy and I'm gonna take that on that Morphe brush that I accidentally used. I just made sure I wiped it off so it wasn't black anymore. And with this, I'm gonna tuck it directly in the deepest part of my crease, kind of right on top of the edge of that black. And I'm just going to slowly start building it right along the edge. I'm not going to take this particular shade super high up because I am going to go in with another shade of purple to help further blend this. I just want this to be kind of my in-between from the black into my purple. I'm going to wipe this brush off periodically as well so it stays pretty clean. I'm going to do the same thing to my lower lash line down here. This color in particular is so pretty. It's just such a deep, plummy shade. It's delicious. All right, next up, I'm taking Dandy down here. I'm just gonna take that on this fluffy e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm gonna go to town in my crease now. I'm starting it out pretty low, kind of just on top of what I've already laid down. And then as I start building that gradient and getting less product on my brush, I'll carry it upwards a little bit just to accentuate that blend. I'm having a great time with this. I've seen a few of you comment, and I've seen a couple people say that they've had issues with the purples in this palette, but I've been having a good time with these shades, even the darker ones. Everything seems to be working pretty well for me personally, and I'm very happy about that. I'm happy that I spent money on it and it's working out for me. So now at this stage where I'm at, I kind of have the basis laid down, but it's not perfect yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of go back in with my previous colors. I'm gonna start with Noir, and I'm just gonna very lightly tap some of this back in my lid and lower crease area just to smooth out that dark some more. And I'll take some Speakeasy as well just to re-intensify in that crease and keep everything super blended. So now I'm gonna dip into Vintage right here. I'm just taking this on a packing brush. This is a Luxie 213. And I'm not gonna use glitter primer right now. I just wanna use this to top over top of that black that I had laid down on my lid, just to give a very wet and metallic effect without it being so obvious that I laid like shimmer over top. Now I'm just taking my big fluffy brush with the purple just to make sure everything is blended nice and soft and so it flows from matte to shimmer nicely. And now for an additional pop of purple, I want to take Ace. I'm just taking that on a pencil brush right here, and I want to smudge this across my lower lash line just to give even more purple and sparkle and all things good. I'm actually going to take RSVP, which is that like beigey colored shade, which I don't reach for those very often, but I feel like my inner corner area is a little intense, so I'm just running that right there just to soften it a tad bit. And then I'm gonna cheat again and drift away from the palette once more, but I'm gonna take my Watermelon Whip Bitter Release Beauty Candy Coated Highlight that I use as my face highlight for this look, and I'm gonna use that as my inner corner today. The light champagne-y shades in here would work fine, but I just wanted to spice it up a little, you know? This has a really pretty kind of pinky purple shift to it, and I thought it would be cute with this look. All right, so now at this point, I'm gonna throw on my lashes, my eye pencil, something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, here's my look complete. I think it's really cute. It's just very deep and smoky, and I love that shimmer on the lid. I really like this one. I did end up throwing some of my Milk Makeup star stamps on the look just because I felt like I wanted to pizzazz it a little more, and I was kind of inspired by my choker because it has stars and moons on it. The eye pencil I ended up throwing in is Psychedelic Sister from Urban Decay because I just felt like this metallic purple would go with that shimmery lower lash line. My lashes are still Luna from Lunar Beauty, although I think today might be their last day. They're getting a little folly a party. And then on my lips, I first went in with the Adobe Lip Clay from Kaleidos, but then I felt like I wanted it shiny, so I topped it with the Damien Gloss from Salon Cosmetics. It just has a very subtle purple tint to it. Not so much that it makes it look purple, but just so much that it kind of gives it a little bit more of a cooler effect, and I like it. So yeah, this is the second look. I hope you like it. Let me zoom out and we will finish up this video. All right, how was it? Which look was your favorite? As content as I am in this look right now, I loved look number one. I think that's my favorite look by far. Even though I do enjoy this one quite a bit, I think it makes my eyes pop really nicely with all these berry and purple tones around it. Look number one just did something for me. Sometimes you just need a simple but bold look. All right, let's chat about the insides of the palette. At this point, I've used every single shade except this beigey matte. Technically, I only barely use this one. I just don't really use beigey matte shades very often, so I don't even really count those. I also don't think I used Prohibition. I apologize. I guess I just wasn't feeling a very neutral mood with this palette. And I think I've used every single shimmer except for Jazz. Not intentionally, I just didn't really gravitate towards that antique-y gold, even though it is a really pretty color. So far, I've personally not had any issues with blending. I felt like everything performed really nicely. I like the pigmentation of everything. Everything seemed to perform the way I wanted it to. The shimmers are all so glitzy and metallic, and I love them. They personally last all day on me without getting creasy. Of course, every single person's gonna have a different opinion. If you see another review where someone had a hard time, that doesn't mean I'm wrong, that doesn't mean they're wrong, it just means we all have different experiences, and my experience is so far so good. I've yet to have any issues. I've worn all of my looks all day long, and I've been content with all of them. I guess if I had any complaints, I kind of wish there were some lighter, colorful shimmers. There are a lot of champagne and gold shimmers in here. I wish like maybe two of those, at the very least, two of those were replaced with maybe a light shimmer turquoise and then a light shimmer purple. Those are my only two real complaints. For the most part, I really like this. Oh, and of course, I probably would switch out the beiges for something else. So I'm not really a beige eyeshadow person, but for the most part, I'm very content with this color story. I like the layout of it. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and I'm happy that I have this in my collection. I've really been enjoying Beauty Bay's shadow formula. The first palette I ever tried from them was recently. It was the Wilderness palette, which I absolutely love. Hands down, one of my favorite palettes of the entire year. And I'm happy I picked this one up as well. I don't plan on collecting every Beauty Bay palette ever that ever releases because I don't really have that collector's mentality anymore, but I definitely will jump on things if any of the upcoming color stories tug at my heartstrings. I would love to hear your thoughts though. Did you pick up that palette? Do you want to pick it up? Have you tried Beauty Bay's eyeshadows before? What do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end of this video, I guess leave me like teal and purple emojis to represent the palette. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the battybean fam. I am battybean on everything. I post every day on Instagram, and I'm pretty active on TikTok and Twitter as well. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I post most days over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.